West. All right. Hello, guys and girls. It says I am live. So if anybody is actually watching right now, can you give me a sound check? Hey, Rod. Uh, have I got sound and everything look all right here? Sounds good. All right. So what's going on in the world tonight? Hey, MC. Thank you, man. I made sure to check my camera settings again tonight. Make sure we didn't have that filter on by mistake again. Yeah, Rod. I was sitting in there earlier in my chair, and I got to surfing the web, the TV channels, and I ran across Bob on that weekend marathon they do on YouTube, and I got to watching him, and he was painting a summer scene, and when I woke up, he was painting a winter scene, so I slept through 2 seasons. And I woke up and I was like, "Dadgum, I'm supposed to go live tonight." So I grabbed something quick to eat and made my way down here and got everything ready. And so yeah, I'm running late tonight. But with that said, almost your bedtime. I'm sorry, buddy. I apologize. Tonight I'm using a 16 by 20 inch canvas. I've got it turned on a portrait tonight, long ways, or vertical. And the colors I got out are titanium white, Prussian blue, alizarin crimson. I got out a little bit of black. I may use it, I may not. Dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, sap green. Cad yellow, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, and evil bright red. And yeah, they do have the Joy Painting channel. They sure do, MC. I've got a FireCube TV, so I've got several channels that have Bob on. You can watch any video of his you want on YouTube. So, hey Skeet, hey Rocky, how you tonight, man? Davika, how are you? I'm gonna do or I'm gonna attempt to do a waterfall scene tonight. That hey Moni, I enjoyed Joke of the Day today. That was pretty cool. I'm doing good, everybody. Thank y'all for asking. Uh, if y'all didn't know it, last night, or I shouldn't say me and Moni and I, may have started a t-shirt business. So I'll let you know pretty soon how that goes. She's working on a mock-up now, one of them. And some of the shirts are going to be basically some of the little sayings and stuff that I got that she's going to put them on shirts or paint with Harold shirt or painting with Harold shirt. Well, however she wants to do it's fine by me. And then, whatever kind of other design she comes up with, that's because I'm sure she's got 1,000 ideas in her head. But I thought that'd be pretty cool. Just extracting some of the little crazy things I see and letting other people enjoy them, I guess. Mine either. Mine either, Moni. Well, there you goes another idea, Moni. Hey, Coach, how you? Oh, thank you for the heart, Coach. I appreciate that. I enjoyed the paint today. The video that you that I got tagged in. All right. I'm just using Prussian blue up here in the sky for now, and I'm gonna come over and tap without cleaning the brush. I'm just gonna tap right into a little bit of the alizarin crimson. Not much at all, just a little bit. And I'm going to come back up here and just make a few streaks in the sky. Just here and there. Just add a little bit of flavor. And if we don't like the way this tastes, we'll go back and change it. We'll take this flavor out and add another. But I think it'll work itself out pretty good once we come up here and start trying to add a cloud or two. Because we kind of want this light and dark action up here. And I think a couple clouds will work it out pretty good for us. I'll make a few circle strokes up here just to... All right, and a quick blend. Hey Dixie, how are you tonight? All right, then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab me a 1-inch brush. I'm gonna come right over here into my white. Just tap some right on the brush. Just come up here and give myself some pretty big circles up here. Thank you, Jamie, very much. Appreciate that. All right, then we'll pick up a little bit more of the white. We'll come right back up here at the top now and just add me some extra little white up here. Get that little bit of crown going on. Then I'll pick up my 2-inch brush, come back up here and give it a soft blend across here along the bottom, and then come up and just kind of lightly fluff it up, and then very, very lightly come across. more white on my 1" here. And I'm gonna come over here and I want to add a little bit more detail in some of these clouds. Clouds are not actually, they're not going to be the star of this painting, but I do want them to look good. Hey Jeffro, how you tonight, man? All right, then we'll just come right back up here and just lightly blend them again. And anytime you blend in clouds, you just want to lightly blend the bottoms. You don't want to go up in the tops and destroy them. And then we'll just lightly go across them again. Well, thank you, Moni. I appreciate that. All right, them clouds right there should be fine for this painting. I'm gonna come back over here in my Prussian blue now. Tap a little bit of it on the brush. And I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna work some color in the bottom. And then just lightly carry it up to the sky, just like so. Just right through here. I just want it darker down along the bottom. Then I'll come through and blend it out real light. Like so. Thank y'all for the follows, guys. I appreciate that. All right, then I'm gonna come over here and tap in just a little of the black, and I'm gonna bring that black in from the sides. And I'm not being real heavy on the black right now because I'm actually gonna work all this in here in a second. If anybody's here tonight that's new to watching me and hadn't watched me in the past, I invite you very much so to go to my YouTube channel. I've got a link in my bio, but it's Painting with Harold on YouTube. I have over 200 instructional videos there, and I would love to have you subscribe. I'm trying to reach a goal of 1,000, and you have a year to do that when you first start. And my year is up in about 37 days, and I think I'm about 94 or 95 subscribers away from my goal. So that puts me to needing an average of about 3 a day. So if you don't mind, check that channel out, and if you like it, smash that subscribe button, and you'll be helping me out. Plus, I really appreciate it. All right, I added the dark color, the black on the sides for just to cover the canvas. That's all I did. That's its only purpose right now. What happens if you don't get 1,000? Jeff, if you don't get to 1,000 within a year, like 365 days, say the day you started, you picked up 20 subscribers. Well, on day 366, you lose those 20. So on day 367, you have to get what you were already short of the 1,000 plus those 20. and it's a continuing process. It drops off. Every day becomes the new 365. So whatever you don't get that day, say on day 368 you actually didn't have a 4. Well, you lose those 4. Yeah, Moni, I do. It's oh my God. I don't know if it's painting with Harold at gmail.com or painting with Harold Weeks at gmail.com. Hmm. I'll do that. I'll message it to you. I hope I didn't confuse you, Jeff. Oh, Dixie, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's one of my 3 for the day. All right. I'm gonna come up here now with this. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this 1-inch brush. I could probably get away with using it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and wash it right quick. Won't take but a second. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Well, Dixie, I do appreciate it. Any help I can get on YouTube right now is tremendously appreciated because I don't want to lose that year mark. I don't care nothing about chasing them down after that. Oh, Moni, she'll eat that up. I'm here to tell you. Because she already thinks it. I'm just kidding. Don't y'all tell her I said that. Hey, Mambo. I tell you what, I'm not even going to use the 1-inch brush. I'm going to find my filbert. I believe I'd rather do it with it. So I'm just going to grab my filbert brush. And I'm going to come right over here into my black just to use it to draw with here for a second. I want to lay this out. I'm going to come about right here to horizon. And I'll just come across here with a shape. I don't really want a flat line. And I'll get over here and I want to give kind of a little bit of height right here. And kind of like a little circular motion. Then I want to bring it back flat across here. Real light. About like, yeah, about like that. Hey Austin, how you tonight? Alright, then I'll come over here with another little shape over here on this side. And then I'll just run it on off over here and another little shape. Now you don't have to have your lines quite as dark as I do here. I kind of buggered that up a little. All right, then let's see. I'll probably cut that off about right in here somewhere. Maybe. Just give myself a little indication here. So Then I want this to kind of come down, make a couple little then maybe over here I'll start kind of maybe working my way out this way a little bit. I don't know exactly how this is going to pan out just yet, but we can always make changes. We're basically just looking for a little plan right now. And of course, painting with Harold, you know how these plans are. They're subject to change at any minute. Alright, so we're going to want all of this dark and all of this dark. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Yes, Dixie, it will hopefully be a waterfall when I'm done. Alright. I'm gonna grab me one of the fan brush. That's what it's called. And I'm gonna come up here right into my titanium white. And the first thing I want to do is on this little flat spot I made right here, I just want to pull down some color. And I'm just going to pull this down real lightly, just to kind of give me a indication of where I want it to be. I have not done it yet, Dixie. I kind of stubbed my toe today. I got to watching Bob Ross on TV earlier and fell asleep in the recliner. Went to sleep with him painting one season and woke up with him painting another one. So I done sat there and fell asleep through fall and spring. Woke up and it was winter. All right. I just put that little bit of white in there to give me an idea of where I'm going to be working at. That's the only reason it's there. Well, me and the puppies got in the recliner and it got quiet. And I'm telling you, next thing I know, I was out. I didn't even know I was asleep till I woke up. All right, we'll come up here and get me a little bit of the Van Dyke Brown. Pull it out flat. Get that little roll of paint that you always work with. And I'm gonna come right here at my waterfall. And I'll just start following that little dark line I made up here and just give myself the indication of a. No, I was asleep, Dixie. I done I was way past the rest of my eyes. I done fell sound asleep. I ain't no sense of me even lying about it. All right. And I'll just come up here, start pulling this color down. Now you don't have to do this with a knife. If you decide you want to try this painting, you can do this with a brush. I'm just I don't really know why I'm using a knife, to tell you the truth. Well, good night, Moni. I didn't know you was leaving. I missed it. Sorry about that. Pull this down. I tell you what, just to make it go a little quicker. Exactly, that's what I grabbed. I'll just come over here and grab one of these 1-inch brushes and just come up here and I'll just work it with the 1-inch brush. I'll just come in here and pull this color down. I don't need the knife for a few minutes. Just gonna pull it down across here. Like so. Oh, sorry. Good night, Mambo. Alright, I'll come up here and get a little bit more now. And y'all can see how careful I'm being with this. This is basically once you basically determine how wide you want your water area to be. The rest of it's just filling in uh, what a lot of artists call blocking in. That's basically all I'm doing right now. It's just blocking in dark color to give me an idea when I get down here in a little bit as to where things are going to be. And none of it is real crucial right now. It's just little areas that later on I'll know where I'm at and what I had in mind when I set out to do this painting. Now you can basically stop right there and there's your waterfall. Boom. But we can't get away with that, so we're going to take it just a few steps further. We have to. Seems to be better coverage with the knife first. Yeah, the knife will put the color on there a little darker. But like I said, that's not really, oh my God, she said eagle again. Whoo, this woman in that eagle. I will see what I can do about the eagle tonight. It'll kind of fit this one anyway, because it has got some water in it, and it might look like the eagle's maybe looking for him a trout fish or something. So we'll see what happens when we get that far, I reckon. All right. What's next? I don't know. What about an eagle now? What do you mean an eagle now, Austin? You got me confused, buddy. All right, I'm gonna come up here and grab me some of the titanium white on my fan brush. And then a little bit of the dark sienna. Pull it down. Then I'll come up here and get me just a little bit of the yellow ochre. And just a tad bit of the bright red. I mean, what y'all talking about an eagle for what? Yeah, what Dixie's saying. All right, I'm just gonna put a little of this color on my fan brush. And I will come right up here to the top of this. And just make that. And I just want to take this fan brush and just let it fall. Just ever so lightly. I'm not putting any pressure on it. Just gonna let it fall. Just like that. And then once it pulls all the paint off, you'll be able to tell. I'll come over and just load it up again. Come back up here. Now, if you feel like you better with the knife, and you'd rather do this step right here with the knife, by all means you can. That's entirely up to you. But I like doing this part right here with the fan brush because it kind of gives it some lines and different things in it, and that brush just holds the colors, and it lets them kind of add colors at different places. If I'm making sense. But I just basically want this to look like just like a little rock wall back here. And most of this is gonna get covered up. But the parts that don't get covered up, we do want them to be seen. Thank you for the share, Michelle. All right, then I want to do the same thing on this side. thank you, sir. All right. Now I'm going to wash this fan brush. All right, Rod, have a good night, man. I'll try to get on a little earlier next time when I don't fall asleep in the recliner. All right, now. I'm going to grab me just a drop of thinner over here. Not much at all. And I'm going to come over here and pick me up some more of the white, and I want to thin it down a little bit. Just a little. This white is so thick. All right. I'm coming right back up here with my water now. And I just want to let this knife drop. And I'm not applying any pressure. I'm just letting it free fall. Now I'm going to come on this side and do the same thing. I'm not applying any pressure. I'm just letting it free fall. Just letting it pull off the paint that's on there. Just like that. All right, then I want to come over here and get a little bit of it and touch just a tick of the Prussian blue. And I want to use the side of the corner here of my knife. And I want to come up here and pull down a couple little blue streaks in this. Just here and there. Not like so. All right, then I want to knock that blue off my brush. Come back over here in my white. And then pull that color down right over that white. And just kind of let it blend together. About like that. All right, now where this water down here meets the waterfall, I want it to have a little splash, because that much water coming down is going to definitely splash up. All right, now all we want to do right here is just give us an indication of where our splash is going to be. We don't want to do a lot of work to it right now because there's going to be a lot of elements that may come in here and affect this in a minute. So for now, we just want to we're still kind of lining everything out, basically. wash and brush. Still working on. Austin, are you having a conversation with somebody or working on Carnage from Venom 2? About done, but doesn't look realistic at all. Okay. Uh, what you painting uh, a painting from Venom, a movie, I guess. Thank you, Marcus. No, I was just letting you know about my drawing. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Got some color pencil and pastel. Well, okay. It sounds pretty cool. I take it Venom 2 is a movie, or I guess. Which I guess if it is, it means that there was a Venom 1 Marvel movie. Did you get your cup? Oh, that was funny, Karen. But I hope that answers your question. Hey, Verse. Venom 2 is a movie. Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. And when you know Daryl's not in here tonight, while I got my cup sitting here, because he wasn't trying to stir up no junk the other night. And now Karen's gonna come up in here. Did you get your cup back? Oh, yeah, she spent the night with us last night, and when I went upstairs, when I finished cleaning up everything down here, she was on the couch, and I asked her, I said, "Did you bring my cup back?" She said, "Yeah." You had a little attitude about it, you know. I'm like, wait a minute now. You know, it is my cup that I let you borrow. Yeah. Girl, I'll snatch you off that couch. I'm talking about gave me an attitude about my cup at 13 years old. Hmm. But anyway, she knows she can get away with it. That's the only reason she did that, see? Because her me mom has got her spoiled. I didn't have nothing to do with it. That was all her me mom. Alright, now I'm going to grab me a little bit of my green and a little bit of my Van Dyke brown and mix these two colors together with the fan brush. Alright, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna start right over here on this far side. Give myself the indication of a little tree right there. And making these evergreens is just tapping in the center and working your way out. That's all it is. Just letting that go on to one side and then back to the other. And I'm gonna stop them about right there. Well, thank y'all for the likes and the shares and the follows. I appreciate that, everybody. I really do. Thank y'all so much. All right, we're gonna come over here. Come down with another one. I'll make this one a little taller. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Miss Karen. Now, at any point during this painting, guys, if y'all new to me and y'all have any questions at all, feel free to ask. And if I missed the question, somebody will let me know, I'm sure. Sometimes when I'm concentrating up here and not staring at the chat, if I miss your question, that's the only reason. I'm not ignoring you because you can ask any of my regular followers. I'll answer just about any question you ask, as long as it's not too personal. Every question don't have to be about painting. My regular family is, they know quite a bit about me, so they may be able to answer questions for me. What's up, DK? How you today, man? All right, I'm just adding another tree in here. Now, when I start highlighting these, you'll be able to see them a little better. Hurting at this, sir. Oh, I bet you are, man. Kid's still running wild, she said. That ain't good. Right. I'll bring a little short one in over here. 45 minutes longer. Oh, wow. He was painting today and got a bunch of worm-like shapes. Oh, Purge, what was you painting? Yeah, no doubt, DK. We all praying for you, buddy. A landscape. So did these worms just appear uh, everywhere, or in certain parts of the painting? think it was my strokes or something. Give me a. Oh my goodness. Uh, have Have you looked me up on Facebook, Purse? If you hadn't looked me up on Facebook, Harold Weeks, and send me a private message, send me a picture of what happened, and I will see what I can do, and or see what happened or what I think happened. After the session, how do you clean your brushes? MC, I've got well, I guess I could show it to you. I got the little Bob Ross bucket that's got thinner in it, and there's a screen in the bottom of it. You put your brushes down in that thinner and rub them against that screen. And then I got a trash can sitting here with a beater rack in the bottom of it that I dry them on, or I beat the thinner out with. Then I take a paper towel and dry them. Nice hand. Well, thank you, Dixie. You say it all the time. It's the one I paint with. Uh, MC, check out the video I did on YouTube. That's all we saw. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all didn't see the bucket. My bad. Thank you, Eagle. MC, check out the video on my YouTube of can y'all see the bucket? Try to get my big old hand out of the way. Oh, there's a video. Oh, I see what you was talking about. I had to twist it around like that. I see, Dixie. I did a video on YouTube called what do I need for oil painting to start with or whatever. Check out that video on my YouTube channel, and it's got a picture of the beater bucket, not the beater bucket, but the rack, and it's got a picture of the little bucket I just showed, and the little basket that goes in it. So check all of those things out, and if that don't help you, get back with me, and I'll see if I don't know. We'll put something together that might can help you out a little bit. Editing videos, fun. My least favorite thing in the world to do. I hate editing videos. That's why I like live so much. I use mineral spirits to clean them with. Now, I do use conditioner on them. And I'll probably do, I guess I need to make a video pretty soon. I got so many videos to make. I'm going to start writing them down. I got to do one on clouds. I could do it wouldn't be a long video on how I do the conditioning of the brushes, just to show you guys how I do it and what I use to do it. It's a pretty easy process. Okay, what did I miss? Moni said she might go live. What would you be doing live, Moni? All right, I'm gonna come back up here where I had this gap in between these trees. I gotta get back to painting here. I'm running my mouth. Forgot all about I was painting. I have one right in here. Then I'll come over here and add another one right in here, just to fill in the gap. No, you don't. You don't want to ruin your brushes, MC. You just don't ever want to put them in no water and soap. I don't care how many times you hear that. Don't do it. Water will ruin them. All right, I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna set this brush to the side for a minute. That fan brush. And I'm gonna come over here and pick me up a 1-inch brush. And I'll come right up here in basically the same colors. Sap green, Van Dyke brown. I'm just gonna come right next door and pick up a little of the dark sienna. And just mix all three of these colors right here on the 1-inch brush. No, never put water on the Bob Ross brushes, MC. To rinse or nothing. Don't put no water on them. Period. Well, Moni, let me know if you do. Oh, Cassie, as in my wife, Cassie. Oh. All right, guys, there's the wifey. Y'all need to start warning me of stuff like this. Y'all done better snuck in on me. All right. I'm gonna come right up here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. I just changed my mind. I'm gonna come right up here and I'm gonna just start tapping in the indication of a few little bush shapes down here. Well, John, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to add a bale in here or something. Right, then I'm gonna come right over here. And I just want to start up the hill. And I'll come out right in front of the water in a couple places. And right over the little evergreens in a couple places. I'll bring this tree up out of here. About like so. Hey Eve, how are you? Hey Melissa. Everybody's sneaking in on me tonight. While I'm sitting here uh paying attention to what I'm doing. trying to be good because my wife come in here and these folks were trying to make me talk bad about her a while ago, and I was telling them I didn't want to do that kind of stuff. But they was trying their best to make me talk bad about you, and I told them I didn't believe in that. Thank you, Eve. Actually, I was apologizing for falling asleep in the recliner watching Bob Ross earlier and being late. That's all I was doing, really. Melissa, I bet if you look around the house, your husband could probably find you something to do. I did not see it. I hate I missed it. That's what I was saying last night when I come in. I came in somebody's live. I don't know if it was yours or not, but doing your own thing kind of sucks sometimes because you miss all your buddies painting. He don't say much. That makes him a smart man. Mm-hmm. Was it the one with the cabin in it, Eve, or did he do it tonight, or what? I think I saw one he did last night. But yeah, you're right. He is. He's getting real good. Oh, I knew I was on yours. Yeah, I saw Coach's video. I didn't get to see the live, but I got to see the painting. It was real pretty. It turned out real good. I like a winter scene anyway, especially this time of year. When I left last night, you was working on a building. 0 Arch was on earlier. He's doing he's doing another one of those hidden skull paintings. He's nailing them paintings. They are turning out great. There's just so many people painting. It's hard to catch everybody. Coonsy, you was working on a pretty painting earlier. I caught a glimpse of it too. I'm telling you, everybody's just doing great right now. I'm putting a little bit of this brown and white that I made over here on my script liner brush now. I am down to 90. Oh goodness, 93 or 94 subscribers on my YouTube channel now. So we getting there. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. We'll bust that 1,000. I'm so ready to get that goal behind me. You'll get there, MC, I guarantee you. Eve, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you hit 1,000 on there and then don't do nothing with it. Wow. I'm trying so hard to get to 1,000. I'm telling you. I didn't think it would be this hard, but this has actually proven to be a daunting task. Yeah, but we love the jokes, Moni. Well, I don't either, really, Eve. I just record videos and put them on there. All right, I'm going to grab my fan brush again now. Give it a little wash. Then I'm going to come down here into my cad yellow. This brush has already got a little green in it. I didn't wash it thoroughly. Then I'll pick up just a little of the yellow ochre. And maybe just a tad bit of the black. Kind of darken this green up some. I don't want a real light green because back in there behind this little cliff, I don't really think we'd have much light getting to the trees. So go check out what? Oh, you had to bring that up, huh? It's on my TikTok channel too, but yeah, go check it out on YouTube. Yeah, I know, John. I saw that. I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy. If us men don't start sticking together, we ain't gonna stand a chance. No, I forget that, buddy. I'll never live that one down. Yeah, that's a good color right there. I like that. With that little bit of with that little bit of black in it. This is supposed to be a painting show, y'all. Hello. This is not supposed to be a Bash Harold show. It's supposed to be a. I think so too, Eve. I really like this color. It's cad yellow with a little bit of black in it, and just a tad bit of yellow ochre in it. Hey, TJ. Lord, now y'all got Moni. Oh my God, y'all turned Moni against me now. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Women rule the world. Yeah, in y'all's minds, you do. I will agree. In y'all's minds, you do. Awesome. Oh, look at this. MK is scared. Come on, MK. We got you back. Me and John and TJ and any other man in here that ain't scared to speak up. We got you back, buddy. Michelle, I'm a Bob Ross certified instructor. So everything I use is from the Bob Ross company, except my thinner. I don't use the Bob Ross thinner because shipping is very expensive on thinner. Yes, it's all available on Amazon. Jerry's Artorama carries it. I know. You can go online to the Bob Ross Incorporated. You can buy it straight from the factory. Depending on where you're at, where you're located, I may be able to help you with some stuff. Uh, I know I can order stuff for you and have it shipped to you, but you can do the same thing. The only thing with using somebody is it's worry free, basically. Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, we're not far apart. I'm in Mississippi. Uh, but yeah, Amazon. If you're a Prime customer, you know you get free shipping anyway. So, but yeah, you can get anything on Amazon. And also, Michelle, I have a video on on my YouTube channel. It's painting with Harold. I've got a link in my bio. I did a video of what do I need to start out as a painter, as an oil painter, and I've got everything on there that I could think of that you need to start painting. And I have the brushes, the thinner buckets, everything. And if you want to go over there and check it out, like I said, it's painting with Harold. I just didn't put the weeks on the end of it. And if you do check it out and you like it, I'd appreciate subscribe because I'm trying to get to that 1,000 mark, and I'm running out of time. Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And I've got over 200 tutorial videos over there of step-by-step paintings and techniques, and I'm constantly adding stuff. And people request stuff, like if you see something on the channel that you don't that don't help you in a certain thing, feel free to leave me a message and ask me what you need help with, and I will gladly try to help or get a video that might help. Because that's why I do this, trying to help people. All right, for those of you that are still watching me paint, um, I'm just doing a little light touch, that little light tap, just letting this color just come off the brush. All right, TJ, have a good night, buddy. Well, thank you, Eve. This this color is actually achieved by mixing alizarin crimson and yellow ochre. And it probably is one of my favorite colors when I'm doing a fall theme painting. Thank you, MC. I appreciate that. I actually put a little bit of a little bit more crimson in it than I normally do. If you don't put as much crimson in it, it gives you a peach color. But I did add a little bit more crimson tonight, so it went to that orange shade a little bit. Yeah, almost a pumpkin color. All right. I'm gonna come over here now and get me a little bit of white. on my 1-inch brush. Tap it in the bristles. Come right here into my Indian yellow and just tap that color straight down into it. And y'all know this is a real pretty sunshine color. If y'all have watched me paint before and remember that this is a beautiful sunshine color. It's probably the wrong color to use right there because that's under a tree. I made some of his fans mad last night, Eve, so tell you what I'll do. I'll come up here and steal me a little of the blue, and that'll give me a kind of a different colored green. Kind of a bluish green, and that'll look like green with dark in it. That should be a pretty color. Well, that was just a couple folks that were speaking up on the whole Bob Ross wannabe thing, and somebody asked a question that, you know, us being Bob Ross certified, how was we getting away with it? And I just spoke up and said, basically, we get away with it because we paid for that privilege. And I don't know, I think it kind of upset a couple of them, but you know, I don't really think Josh is copying Bob Ross. He does use his name quite a bit, but I don't think his style's actually copying Bob, because he's kind of you know, kind of out there into them UFOs and stuff. And I didn't ever see Bob paint no UFO. Grab me a little red here. When I go to, sometimes when I speak my mind, I guess other people don't enjoy it. I don't know. But thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. All right, now I'm going to put a little bit of alizarin crimson in my red. Hey, Vicky. Well, what's really silly is all the competition in the art society right now. When if we were to just work together, we would be one of the biggest platforms on social media. But everybody's wanting to work against each other right now, and I don't understand that. But you know, it is what it is. We just keep on plugging away at what we do. Very little bit. And Eve, I couldn't agree with you more. It is natural. But some of this is not comparing. Some of it's starting to get kind of, I don't know. I'm just adding a little yellow here. I'm going to change the subject completely. This ain't about that. This is about this painting right here. There's a time and a place for everything. And this ain't the time or the place. Y'all here to have a good time. And so am I. That's me, MK. I just love watching everybody paint. That's one of the best ways I've found that you can learn. You pick up on so many different techniques and you can apply some techniques to what you already got going on and improve your technique tremendously. And some of them you can try and you'll just booger it up some kind of terrible. That's it. Just keep on doing your own thing and let the world float on by. Did Dixie leave? Because if Dixie left, that means I don't have to paint that eagle. Oh no, she's still here. Dadgummit. Hmm. Hey Vicky, how are you? Why is your night ruined, Austin? Eagle, eagle, eagle. Yeah, the quad squad. That was pretty fun to watch. I'll admit. Of course she would Dixie. She's a woman. MK, what are you talking about UFO, sir? In this paint? I'm gonna have to ban MK. And well, my feed's locked up down here, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. I don't. What do you do? Hit refresh on what? The computer or the phone? Oh, never mind. Alright, let me see. How would you do this? Yeah, but my screen is locked up. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, probably so, MC. Well, Eve, thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate that. All right, Austin, have a good night. No, Dixie, I'm not done. I was actually painting, and I looked over at the screen, and it's got these little circles spinning on it. So I just figured out how to. I had to log out and log back in. So, oh, okay, Austin. All right. Where was that? Yeah, okay. I know where I'm at. All right, I'm gonna pick up my little half round brush here. I'll come right up here into the little bit of black I got, a little bit of the alizarin, a little bit of the blue, a little bit of the dark sienna, a little bit of the Van Dyke brown, just a bunch of dark colors. That's all I got here is just dark color. All right, I'm gonna come right over here and just start tapping up. This color actually looks more black than anything, but that's okay. What you leaving so early for? Going to bed? You just got up. Alright, I'm going to grab my script liner again. And I'll come right over here into my dark colors again. Same colors I just used to make the trees with. Come up in here with me a little trunk. Indication of a few limbs. She got a nap too, Dixie. She got quite a good nap, about 3 hours. Just put a bunch of little trunks in here. Make it look like a little cluster of trees back in there. Alright. Come over here. Get me a drop of thinner. Come right over here into my yellow. Got that little bit of green in it. Come up here. Get me just a tad bit of the red. No, I didn't send her off to none of them, John. She took that upon herself. Alright, come over here and get me just a little bit of my Prussian blue. Make me a little bit different color green here. Wash that brush out just a little bit. Alright, come up here to my ochre now. Get a little bit of this color. Grab my half round brush again. a little bit of the red right in here. Just put a little flavor right there. Come over here into my Indian yellow and red. A little bit brighter. I'll come over here to my yellow. Touch a little bit of that right in there, like so. All right, now I'm gonna grab me a 2-inch brush right quick. Come up here in my sap green and my Van Dyke brown. I'll come right in here and start adding me on a little bit of this dark color in here for my grass. Just pull it right down to the water here. I'm just bringing it down at a little bit of an angle like this right here, so it'll appear to be kind of closing the bank in some. Then we're gonna go right over here on the other side, and I want to do the same thing. Just bringing it down kind of at a little slight angle here, just to make it look like it's slanted down a little. Thank you, Vicky. All right, now I'm going to come up here in my yellow and green. Load the brush up with it. This is just yellow and green. I'm going to come back now and start tapping on a little bit of this highlight color here. Get that real soft looking grass. That little tappy grass that looks like you can run through it with your shoes off. Cause ain't no splinters out here in this grass. So you ain't gotta worry about getting no splinters in your feet. And they get a little brighter as it gets on out here. Maybe some of the sun's reaching it in here. For all of y'all that said it looked good, thank y'all. I just glanced up and saw it. Then I want to come on this side and start adding in a little bit over here on this side. Yeah, it did, John. I left a little bit of the cliff showing on this side, and I covered up most of the waterfall to kind of push it further back. But I left enough that you can still see its waterfall back there, or at least I tried to. Well, you can't see all of the cliff. You can just see this little part right here where it comes across. I left just a little of it showing where you know it's back there. And like I said, I wanted the waterfall to look like it was behind all that with like a little creek running through here. I did do a rain scene for a lady one time, Dixie, and it was actually called Purple Rain because I put like purple rain falling from the sky. She was a real big Prince fan, and she wanted a painting called Purple Rain, so that's what she got. Now, me personally, I wasn't crazy about it, but uh, it's what she wanted, so that's all that matters. All right, I want to come in here now, and I want to start making me put me a little movement in my water now. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate it. Now, whenever you're doing this step right here, if you touch the green and pull it into the water, don't let that worry you none, because even running water will pick up some shadow. I mean, some reflection. So just don't worry about it too much. It'll just look like little reflections here and there. Just want to bring that water over to the bank in a couple places and let it wash itself right on off the painting down here. All right, then you come up here, load your fan brush up again. You come up here in little places and just kind of push up on the fan brush. And you don't have to do this a lot, just in a couple places, kind of give it a little movement in the water. Make it look like little splashes here and there, like this water's really moving. Then you can let them be a little more pronounced when you start getting down closer to you. Then come back up here and get you just a tad bit of your blue on your brush. And right here under the bottom of some of them, just come in here and put you a little bit of the dark color. Kind of give it a little pizzazz, if you will. Some little doers. And that'll just make those little, some of those little waves look like they're sitting up above the water. And right here I got too dark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little more of the white and come in here and just kind of tone that one down a little bit. Then come back and load my brush up with white again and just come right back over the top of it like that. And that'll just give you the look that you got a little bit of water raised up off the, a little bit of those splashes are raised up off the bank or off the top of the water places. Just showing a little shadow on them, that's all. That's all it does. All right, I'll clean that fan brush right quick. Then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab a knife. I'll come up here and grab me just a little bit of my Van Dyke brown. Just a small roll. And I'm gonna come out of this little patch of bushes I got made here. And I'm gonna come out with that, and I'm gonna go straight into the water right here. Then I'm gonna pull this color down just a little bit, not like so, and just run it right off into the water out here. About like that. I'm going to pick me up a little bit of this light brown color I made earlier. Just a little small roll. I'm going to come right here along this and just add little touches across here. Like so. Just lightly touching. About like so. Then I'll come back and get me just a little bit more of my Van Dyke brown. Come right here and touch. Just a little bit. And maybe right here just a little bit. Maybe along through here. Now I'm going to grab my script liner brush. Come up here into my Van Dyke brown. Hey Laura, thank you very much. Alright, then I'm going to come over here and take my highlight color again. I'm going to come right up here and add a little bit of highlight color on these branches. It ain't going to take much, just a little here and there. Alright, now I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to get a little of this white color. And I'm going to come right up here at an angle and kind of cut this tree off right here. Like it kind of just goes right down into the water. Like that. Then I'm going to get me just a little bit more of the Van Dyke brown. And I'm putting a little thinner on the brush every time I do this. Well, thank you, Dixie. I appreciate that. Alright, then right out here, I'm going to say that tree's probably got a branch that comes off of it with a couple little limbs sticking up out of the water. Maybe has one there. Maybe has another one right here. Not like so. Well, hi Erica, how are you? Thank you, I appreciate that. Alright, then I want to grab a little bit more of the white. And then I want to put a little water line right here where the limbs look like maybe they're coming out of the water a little bit. Then I'll pick up just a little bit, just a tiny bit of the black. And I'll come right under these limbs. A little bit of reflection. And I'll come under the tree up here, where it's raised up right here. A little bit of shadow color, like it's actually off the ground right there. Then I'll take one of these real small brushes that I've been using. And to make this reflection look kind of right, I want to pull it down and then just kind of brush across it. And just kind of make the water look just a little darker right there under them. Just a little bit. Now you're gonna have to look really close to that to actually see that's reflection under the little limbs there. And I don't want to put many limbs coming out of the water, because the more I try, the braver I'm gonna get, and the more I'm gonna mess up. So and then I will, that same brush I was just using, I'll come over and touch a little of this red and this other color on there, and I'll come to the back of this tree and just add a little bit of color to that bush to make it look like the tree goes on back into it. Just like that. Like it just fell right out of the bush somewhere. And then take just a little bit of white now and come in here like the water's kind of upset around this tree. Like hitting these branches made it do a little something. About like that. Then I'll grab my fan brush again. Dang, Vicky. Whew. Beaverdine family. Oh, Lord. All right. Just to break up the monotony of things here, so the eye's not sitting there playing tricks on us, I want to come over here and just add in a couple little bushes along the bank, just to break up a bunch of this solidness we got in here. Give ourselves an indication of a couple of clumps of grass growing over here. We have some all up around a tree back here. Then we can come over here into the red and tap just a little bit of red on the fan brush, and come right at the top of some of these little clumps and just touch right at the top of them. And just add a little red in there to make it look like a couple little flowers growing. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of thinner to make them stick right. Come over here and get a little bit of the yellow. Come up here and touch some of the yellow on them, a couple of them. And come over here and get some of the white. Do a couple of white ones over here, about like that. We can even put some blue ones in here if we want to. Blue ones ain't sure that good. I don't want to put no blue ones in there, no way. I kind of like the way the white ones look. So I'll put another little batch of the white ones back here. Then I'll take some of this blue and white and mix it together. and get me a baby blue color. Now them ought to show up. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty right there. Wow. I like that. That's real pretty. I like that better than I do the red, actually. So I'm going to turn that red into pink. So I'm going to get a little bit more white now. Make me a pink color. Come back up here. Do away with the red. Makes pretty little pink flowers. Little delicate fellers. Then I'll take me a 1-inch brush. Come back up here now. You come back under these and set them right down into the painting. Our little bushes. Our little flowers. Well, thank you, Dixie. I appreciate it. I just wanted something there to break up some of that color. All of that wide open bank there. All right, let me grab the fan brush again now. I'll come right back up here in my dark brown and the sap green. Mix these two colors together. I'll come right here. Add me a little evergreen standing right there. We can give him a little friend. Right there. All right, come back up here and get my black. Come back into my yellow. Make that green color we had earlier, because that was a real pretty green color. A little bit of the yellow ochre in it. Since these are sitting out a little further, I'm going to add a little bit of white. Not much, just a little. Just to kind of brighten it up some. Come up here, add just a little bit of highlight on it. And here again, it won't take much highlight, just enough that you can see it. That's all we're going for here. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. All right, one thing I ain't liking, I'm fixing to fix right quick. I want to come right here. You want to bring me out another little limb right here. I'm going to take a little bit of the yellow ochre color. And I'm going to add a little bit of pizzazz right there, because that was just looking weak to me. Yep, I like that a lot better. Right, now I got some dark up here in my tree and we get out. There it goes. All right, then I'm going to grab my scrap liner brush again. Come right back up in there to this light color. And come in a couple of these little bushes back here and just add some little sticks and twigs. Just here and there. It won't take many of them. And then to set those little sticks and twigs down in a painting, all you got to do is take a 1-inch brush and come back up here and just kind of tap them a little. Just don't tap them enough that they disappear, but just tap them enough that they kind of sit down in the painting a little bit. That's all you got to do. All right. Now, let's see what's next. All right, next I'm gonna come right over here. Turn this around where I can work with it now. I'm gonna pick me up just a little bit of Van Dyke Brown here. Just a little. Turn this around where I can get to everything. And get my stick. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Leave it to you women's. Alright, let me try it this way. Alright. I want to bring in a wing on both sides. A good thick wing like that. A little bit of body under here. About like that. pick up just a little bit of white. Not much, just a little. Alright. Put a little white out here where the head would be to indicate an eagle head. And then a little bit of white out on the tips of the wings. And then back here on the tail. And a little bit of white back here to indicate an eagle. That's almost a little too much. So I need to kill a little of that color right there. Get a little bit more of my brown. Make him round. Not like that. Yeah, there we go. Now, now get a little of the white. Put a little bit of the white back here on his tail. Just a little. Upside down, Vic. Bring that brown back in there like that. Or a little bit of the dark sienna. Just to give a little bit of color change. Right here. And a little bit of the wing. Then we'll get a little bit more of white. Come up here now. And fix the head. If I can make the white stick. When you know it. The white don't want to stick. Take a little bit of orange and give him an indication of a beak out here. Not much of one. I just cannot get the head in there right. There we go. Now, much better. Like he's flying up there looking around, fixing to come down in that creek and catch him a trout or a salmon or whatever. He catch whatever he wants to catch. Yep, the eagle is there. We got a waterfall in the background back here. I ain't 100% happy with the little evergreen trees right there, but once the paint dries some, I can always come back and darken them up a little bit without making mud then. Love this side. But I'm going to have to darken those little evergreens up just a little bit. Or come in here and make them disappear, one or the other. Which I could do that right now, to tell you the truth. Then I won't have to fool this painting later. I can just go ahead and sign it and get it over with. All I got to do is put out just a little bit more yellow and show y'all how this is done, how easily it's done. Well, thank y'all. I appreciate it very much. Alright, I'm going to show y'all how to fix a boo-boo when you don't like it. Like all of this right here. I'm going to turn all of this into grass. Just by tapping over it. Just like that. Just like that. That's all I'm doing. Go all the way back up to the bushes up here with it. Now see, the top of them trees just look like part of the bushes back there. So now I've got all of these tapped right back in to the grass. So you can't even tell there was evergreen trees there, right? Thank you, Moni. Thank you, Miss Brenda. All right, now to go back now and make that spot look like it was grass again. I can't even talk. I'm just gonna come back up here in my bright yellow color, tap it right on the brush, and I'm doing all this with a 1 inch. You can use a 2 inch if you want, or you can use a 1 inch. It's entirely up to you. But I just want to come back up here real lightly, start tapping on my green, my little yellow and green highlight to make it look like that little fluffy grass. That kind of grass that you can run through barefooted. And just bring it down. A little slight angle across here. Now, nobody has a clue, except for the people watching this live feed, that there was once some evergreen trees here that look mighty sickly. They just did not look right. And just like that, we filled it right back in with some pretty little grass. All right, somebody's leaving. Who's leaving? Did I see my comment about love watching you paint because it gives me ideas? I see it now, Austin. Thank you. I chopped them down. That's right. Chopped them down, Vicky. Nobody even saw you do it. Alright, just like that now, we will come back up here now with the fan brush and we'll pick up some of the green again. We'll come up here, give us a little bush there, a little bush there, a little taller when they get further back, and then another one right here, just like so. And I will wash this brush. Good night, all. My kids are asleep. That's my clue to snooze myself. Good night, Dixie. Thank you very much for being here again. Enjoyed it, as always. All right, come up here and get a little more of my white, a little more of my red. Make me a pink color again. Come right up here. Give me some little pink flowers out here. I'll come over here in the yellow. Give myself some little yellow flowers out here. come right up here in that little blue color I made, which I think was real pretty for flowers. And I'll come across here and touch me on some of the little blue ones, like little bluebells. And a few more of the white ones. A couple of places out here just look like little, maybe a few little wild ones fixing to happen. And that cleaned that bank up a little bit and added some appeal to it. And before I put my H on it, as always, I'll give you guys the close up and try not to make nobody drunk. And here we go. Now you can actually see the flowers a little better and the tree that's in the water. And those trees. You can see the cliff back there a little. And there's the mighty eagle, the bald eagle doing his thing. Some clouds and a big tree. A little pink in the sky. Another little cluster of trees with a waterfall in the background. Another little bank over here with some more little flowers on it. There's a little treetop coming out of the water. But that's basically the entire painting in a nutshell. But I always like to give y'all that little close up so you can see the details, because it's kind of hard to see them when that phone's that far back in that holder. Or it is for me to see them on my screen right here. I'll say it that way. Y'all may be able to see it. I don't know. Hard to believe it's a Friday night. I've been trying my best to come up with something to do tomorrow. Y'all tell me what you think about this idea. I've got several little 11 by 14 canvases. I know I got 4 or 5. I think that's what they are. They may even be smaller than that. I don't know. But thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. What I thought about doing tomorrow and getting on a little earlier, I thought about maybe coming on and take those little small canvases. I can put 2 of them on my easel at once and cover them, have them ready to paint on, and do like a question and answer kind of thing. Because I've got people wanting to know how to do clouds. I've got people wanting to know how to do this and how to do that. And I thought, let people say, how would you do how would you do that tappy grass, that, soft looking grass? And then just kind of work a little small painting around to it, where you just put in a simple sky, simple clouds, and do the clouds that everybody's wanting to see, the ones with the lavender color at the bottom, and use those 2 canvases or more if it even takes more, because I won't use them for nothing but practice. That's all I do with them. And then just give people an opportunity to say, could you show me how to do this or how to do that? And I thought about, and let it be a couple hours spent with you guys and let y'all choose the content on what you're having problems with. Instead of me just coming in here painting a painting, like tonight, this painting didn't help anybody with mountains. Or this painting didn't help anybody with the clouds with the lavender color at the bottom of them. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate it. So, that way, because we like interacting with each other anyway. I mean, we always do. And, I don't know, I just thought he'd give people an opportunity to say, I'd really like to see how you would do such and such. And we just call it a practice session or, a I don't know, question, or we'll come up with something to call it. And it'd be something totally, that's exactly what I was going to say, Vicky. It'd be something totally different than, right now I don't think anybody else on TikTok's doing that. I mean, we don't hardly ever get a real big crowd in here, no way right now. We normally about 15 to 20 people. And it's got that real family feel to it. And I think the other night showed that you don't have to have 1,000 people in here to get likes. Because y'all pushed me up to, God, it was up to 30-something thousand likes that night. And there wasn't a whole lot of people in here. And everybody that's in here is we all kind of feel comfortable around each other. We laugh and joke. I think it'd be something kind of different, something fun. I thought about maybe coming on at maybe started at 7 Central. That way everybody's not pushed for time, like right now it's 11:30 my time. And, people with kids, I understand. I had kids one time. Well, I mean, I still do, but they're grown. They still my kids. But, I got grandkids now. All right, well, Karen loves the idea. Vicky loves the idea. I don't guess you really got to have a whole lot of people love the idea. We'll just do it. How about that? I may even start with leaving the canvases clear and start with nothing on them and start doing from the adding liquid white on. So 12:30 in Florida. Yeah, that's right. Florida is hour ahead of us. Well, I think that's what we'll do tomorrow, Vicky. I think we will have a little practice session. You all right, Karen? I asked. Great. Okay. Start to worry about you there. Promoted as a Q&P, question and paint. Cool. I like that, Vicky. See, that's what I like about you guys. I have an idea, and I can't say what I mean, and y'all give me the words for it. Thank you. That is the perfect thing for it. Question and paint. And then anybody that does pop in that don't normally watch us every night, they'll see it and they'll be like, oh my God, what is he painting? Because there'll be a mountain here and a cloud there and a bird there. It's just, it'll throw people for a loop. They won't know what in the crap's going on. That way, it'll confuse everybody. Well, I think we'd have a lot of fun doing that. I really do. I know I'd enjoy it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that would enjoy it. Because sometimes it don't have to be what you're actually struggling with. It may just be something that you want to try that you're just not 100% sure on. And I might can do it and I might not. But I tell you, if I can't, I just can't. It'll be tonight now, won't it? That's right. Since it is in the AM in most places. Thank you, Miss Vicky. I appreciate that. I'm Central Time too, Vicky B. Yeah, I think them trees pushing that waterfall back help give it a little distance, a little depth. I think it did. All right, the crowd has about dwindled down. I guess everybody's pretty much ready to go to bed for the night. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell everybody good night, and I love you guys. God loves you more. And I will, tomorrow night, I'll get everything ready before I come on. And we will do a little question and paint session to where if there's something you want to see painted that you may not know how to paint yourself, or if there's something that gives you trouble that I might can help with, I'll do it right here on the canvas. And I'll have it to where I can actually pull the palette out and do show you how I use to mix the brush, how I like mixing the brush or loading the brush when I'm doing certain types of grasses or whatever. And I think that'll help a lot too. So that'll work. 25,000 likes? Is that what you're saying, Vicky? Good night, Karen. Have a great night. Oh my God. See what I mean? It don't take a whole lot of people in here to get likes. It just takes a whole lot of people with sore fingers. uh, thank you, Ms. Vicky. You have a good night too. All right. right. Well, thank all you guys for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support that y'all keep giving me. Uh, Yada yada yada. You know, same stuff I say every night, and I mean it every time I say it. So, with that said, y'all have a blessed night. See you right here tomorrow, and we'll have a ball and see if we can't learn something. Good night, guys.